Hey everyone, today we're diving into something every developer has experienced but nobody likes to talk about. Why your estimates are always, hilariously, catastrophically wrong. And I mean always. So here's the classic scenario. Your project manager asks, how long will this take? And you think for a moment, you do some quick mental math and confidently say, 2 weeks. Fast forward 3 months later and you're still working on it, surviving on coffee and regret, wondering where it all went wrong. Sound familiar? We've all been there. So why are we so bad at this? Why are we so spectacularly bad at estimating? There's 3 big reasons. The optimism bias. We always imagine the happy path. We think, I'll just write the code, it'll work, done. We completely forget about debugging, code review, that weird browser bug, stakeholder changes, and the inevitable just one small tweak request. The iceberg effect. What you see is just the tip. Sure, building the login form is easy, but what about validation, error handling, rate limiting, password reset flows, two-factor authentication, session management? Every feature is an iceberg hiding 80% of the work underwater. So what are the real consequences? Now you might think, okay, I'm late, no big deal, but the consequences ripple out. You have burnout city. When your 2-week estimate becomes 3 months, you end up working nights and weekends trying to make an impossible deadline. Your work-life balance? Gone. Your sanity? Questionable. Trust erosion. Miss enough estimates and people stop believing you. Your project manager starts adding buffer time to everything you say. Tell them 1 week and they hear 1 month. Now you're trapped in an estimate inflation spiral. The crunch cycle. Missed estimates lead to crunch time. Crunch time leads to cutting corners. Cutting corners leads to technical debt. Technical debt makes future estimates even worse. It's a vicious cycle of sadness. And the opportunity cost. Every extra month spent on feature A is a month you're not spending on feature B, which might have been way more valuable. Poor estimates mean poor prioritization, which means you're potentially working on the wrong things. The hidden complexities. So let's talk about what actually eats up all the time. The unknowns. You can't estimate what you don't know exists. That legacy code from 2015 nobody understands. Surprise! You need to refactor it. That third-party API. Surprise! It has undocumented rate limits and weird edge cases. Context switching. You're not coding for 8 hours straight. There are meetings, code reviews, helping teammates, production fires, and that Slack message asking, quick question, that derails your entire afternoon. The integration tax. Your feature doesn't exist in isolation. It needs to work with the authentication system, the notification system, the analytics pipeline, and 17 other things. Each integration point is another opportunity for everything to go sideways. And then there's the polish phase. Your code works, technically, but it's ugly, has weird edge cases, fails ungracefully, and the error messages are just error. Making production ready takes forever. The psychological traps. We also sabotage ourselves psychologically. The planning fallacy. We estimate based on best case scenarios instead of average cases. We think, if nothing goes wrong, but something always goes wrong. Anchoring bias. If your project manager says, there should be a quick fix, right? Like a day. Suddenly your brain anchors on 1 day, even though you know it's more. You don't want to disappoint, so you lowball. The completion delusion. We think we're almost done, when really only 50% done. The last 10% of a project takes 50% of the time, but it always feels like you're almost there. So, how do you actually get better? Okay, so enough doom and gloom. How do we fix this? Break it down. Don't estimate, build the feature. Estimate, design the database schema. Implement the API. Estimate, build the front end. Write tests. Handle edge cases. Deploy, monitor. Small tasks are easy to estimate accurately. Add buffers. Seriously. Take your estimate and multiply by 2 or 3. Sounds crazy, but it's actually realistic. Account for the unknown unknowns. If you finish early, then you're a hero. If you're on time, you're reliable. Track your actual time. Keep a log of estimates versus reality. You quickly see your patterns. Maybe you always underestimate front-end work by 50%. Now you know. Use reference classes. Instead of estimating from scratch, compare to similar tasks you've done. This is like that auth feature we built which took 3 weeks. Historical data beats gut feeling every time. Finally, communicate early. When you realise you're going to miss a deadline, say something immediately. Don't wait until the last day hoping for a miracle. Early warning gives everyone options. So here's a reality check. You'll never be perfect estimating. Even with all these techniques, you'll still be wrong sometimes, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's getting better. Going from off by 300% to off by 30% is huge progress. Remember, estimates are guesses, not commitments. They're meant to inform decisions, not to lock you into impossible timelines. Be honest about uncertainty. Say, this could be 2 weeks or 6 weeks depending on X, Y and Z, rather than picking a number and praying. So, closing thoughts. Next time you're asked, how long will this take? Take a breath. Break down the work. Think about what could go wrong. Add a healthy buffer. And remember, being realistic isn't being pessimistic, it's being professional. Your future self, your teammates and your stress levels will thank you. So, once again, if you found this helpful, like and subscribe. Drop a comment with your worst estimation disaster story. I want to hear the horror stories. So, thanks for watching and happy coding. May your estimates be ever closer to reality.